Yes. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope everybody's having a great weekend. Thought I'd go ahead and give you a quick overview into week 3 here, as we're kind of wrapping up week 2. Um, First, a couple of things we have on. There's only one quiz this week, and one discussion, so we're kind of giving you a little bit of break as we move into starting into the next quiz coming up here, or the next case coming up here. Which you guys should actually be putting in be thinking about which of those cases you want to do. But in case 1B here, this is the big thing for this week. So I'm going to get I'll be getting your part ones back to you pretty quickly. So hopefully those will be done by Tuesday for you guys to be able to have the rest of the week to combine with part 2. Now, you want to publish this as an entire assignment when you pull these together. So you will have, first is you're going to be using the same case as you did last week. Last week we focused in on what the problems were. And this week we're going to focus in on the research and the aspect of what you're and how you're going to actually create some goals for this company, which would be the end results. So what you'll first do is you should have a baseline problem that you identified last week, along with the background information on the company. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to be adding in some basically the articles that are related to your problem. Okay, so first thing you want to do this week is research 2 articles, and in those and you're going to write an article summary for those. And in that article summary, you're going to want to include how you have identified these articles to be applicable to your problem, okay, that you've identified. So you're actually doing some research on, and if you were doing this longer term, you would actually, or in the real world in a case, you'd be researching 10, 12 of these. But you're going to write 2 small, basically article reviews, and then look at how, and in those article reviews, you need to make sure you address how they are looking at your specific problem and your solution. Then you're going to want to go ahead and create create some goals for the company that you've got from this problem to address this problem. And remember, when you're addressing the problem, you also want to make sure that you're addressing that root cause. So dig down in there, go beyond where you're at on the surface, kind of like we're doing this week in our discussions, and really dive down into what that root cause of the problem is. So I'll be looking for that as well. So so this is your articles, okay, then your solutions and your goals. So we'll be pulling this all together as one complete document. Let me make sure everybody understands that it's one complete document. So you're going to be adding part 1 to part 2 and having those 2 combined together with your, and I'll have your feedback on your background and your problem statements hopefully due by Tuesday, so you can make some adjustments to that as well when you fill in and complete the project. So basically this case study should end up to be roughly 5, 6, 7 pages, basically between the 2 sections. Okay, but you will definitely need to make sure you complete this aspect, which is it's a 1 page per article, okay, maximum. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure you include that article assessment, and in there, make sure that you address the goals and the problems that you've assessed there in this. And that's kind of it for this week. Those are the major deliverables. So if you have any questions or anything like that, feel free to reach out, especially after you get your feedback.